Hello, my name is R.E.Fort. Welcome to my website, R.E.Fort.co, and my podcast, R.E.Fort. You've reached my Feature Tracks playlist. Now, each month I will do a Feature Tracks playlist, but on the podcast, I will only be featuring sample tracks. The full playlist can be found on my YouTube channel, on my website, R.E.Fort.co, under my Feature Tracks playlist. Now, the track behind my voice now is from the 2017 CD 10, and the track is called So Cool. Love this track. Let's get to the music. Okay, for November's Feature Tracks playlist, I'm featuring 5 great tracks. First up is the title track from my 2020 release, Living in Strange Times. Next is another track from that CD, Run With Me. Next up is the title track from my 2019 release, Smooth As I Want to Be. From the 2017 CD 10, we have an acoustic rock jam named Stormbringer that I simply love. And lastly, from my 2016 release, I'm Gonna Let It Ride, we have a great track, Your Kiss. Let's get to the music. To start us off is the title track from my 2020 release, Living in Strange Times. This track came about while I was playing around with different time signatures and chords. This track is in 6/8 time signature with some really interesting chords and timings. This track really is blues meets smooth jazz and is one of my favorites. Let's give Living in Strange Times a listen. Next is Run With Me, also from my 2020 release, Living in Strange Times. This track also came about while I was playing around with different time signatures, in this case again, 6/8 time signature. In this track I recorded a really cool walking bass guitar line that is moving and a lot of fun. In this track I'm also playing off of each of the instruments, bouncing the melody between the keyboards and my Fender acoustic guitar. The solo in this track is simply hot. Let's give Run With Me a listen. Next is the title track from Smooth As I Want to Be, my 2019 release. This is a great smooth jazz track with a great groove and a very cool melody and solo. I love the bass guitar work and the chord changes in this track. It has a great vibe with a great sound canvas behind it and melody and solos. Let's give Smooth As I Want to Be a listen. Next is a track I released on the CD 10 in 2017 named Stormbringer. This CD was named 10 because, well, it was my 10th CD. This track is an acoustic rock track that I wrote back in the 80s with my late writing partner and good friend Gabe Sonoy. In the band, we played this with 2 guitars, keyboards, bass, drums, and killer vocals. When I moved to Arizona and continued to play this track without the old rock band, I felt it was time to re-record this track with just piano, strings, and guitars, and some really cool drums. I think you'll love it. Let's give Stormbringer a listen. Last up is Your Kiss from my 2016 release, I'm Gonna Let It Ride. I love this big, smooth jazz ballad. Your Kiss has an amazing sound cabinets with a walking bass guitar line, awesome strings, cool keyboards, and some amazing drum programming. This track is a lot of fun with lots of energy. Let's give Your Kiss a listen. Well, I hope you enjoyed the music. Remember, you can follow me on all of your social media networks and on my website, R.E.Fort.co. The full track playlist can always be found on my YouTube channel and also on my website, R.E.Fort.co, under the playlist category. Thanks for listening, and as always, without music, life has no soul. Thanks.